Hey guys, hope you're all keeping well. I've just come back down from the club down in Firestorm, and we had two really good games of the Men Who Would Be Kings. We were doing, one was a sort of ambush scenario where the Zulus managed to cut off the British in a pass. They started off strong by knocking out a unit of Natal Carbineers, and then they pretty much massacred two companies of the British. The rules are working out really good, and I've just tweaked a few things, like we have one overall commander rather than individual commanders for every unit, and with the Zulus then it works the same. I'll tell you more about that in a different video because I think it deserves a little bit of discussion in and of itself. Whilst I was there, I picked up a pack of I was not meant to pick up these, so you can shout at me if you want. These are the Empress miniatures, still for some reason being sold under Warlord Games. They must have had the rights to this range at least, but they're just Paul Hicks sculpts. Very, very nice. I was just telling Martin that I fancied one, and then we were like, oh. I saw two of them on the rack of blisters. There's one other Zulu War thing, I can't remember what it was now. It might have been like Melville and Coghill or someone like that, but I couldn't resist, I just really couldn't. Anyway guys, these are the Battle of the Bulge Winter Germans that I've just done. Hopefully they come up okay for you. Let's pick out one or two of them. Particularly happy with the ones in white coats. They're Winter Tufts by Army Painter and Valhalla Blizzard for the basing. I've tried to experiment with a few of them. I probably won't do the snow effect all over the jackets just because it's a bit too much of a texture, it's not fine enough. Still looks okay, but I think I went a bit loopy with some of them. If I want to do that, I think I'll just very lightly dab on the paint, like I saw Pete the Wargamer. He does this technique where he just dabs on very lightly a little bit of off-white into the bottoms of the greatcoats and on the shoulders, just to imitate a little bit of snow falling. But I've gone a bit over the top with those, and it's yeah, I just won't be doing that on the next batch of them. So that's those. I've got a few more going. These are Warlord Games metals. Sorry, I'm mixture in here, so I won't even bother saying the different ranges. Warlord Games, Artisan, Crusader as well. The gems and greatcoats are Crusader. This guy's Warlord. Tempted to do non-metallics on his Stug 44. Definitely need some practice on it. The idea is that you go in, if you're doing gunmetal, say, you'd be going in different layers of greys, finishing with a really light grey. Just haven't nailed that technique yet, but I'd like to work on it. Not sure what's made me want to do them really, but maybe metallic paints are a bit too metallic. I know it sounds a bit odd, but not 100% happy with them. Just messing around basically. The stone walls, I've done those. I've showed one stretch of it in an earlier video, but I've made 5 stretches of it now, all on these Renardra bases that I have spare. And in the background, this is a King Tiger winter camo that I copied off a reference photo I found online for the Ardennes, so this should be perfect for our project. Sorry about the focus. I'm always apologising for focus because it's always god awful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I might work on that a little bit more, but for wargaming, I'm pretty happy with that. And I want to say thanks for I think it was either Jim, who's Merry Hinge on YouTube, or Lee Hughes, who suggested that I use this colour for my Zulu War project. I haven't tested it out yet, sorry, I can't remember which one of you suggested it, but it's highlight British tank crew for webbing for the Brits, and I can see now whoever said it. Sorry, I can't remember who said it. I can see why it would work really nicely. I think it might be Jim who actually said it. Yeah, I think it might be him. Highlight British tank crew. It's one of their Vallejo Panzer Aces range. I think it might be off-putting to some people that they've all got very specific names, but the colour is just on point. You might not be able to see this on the colour, but it's a creamy off-white, almost like a beige, but without the... It's difficult to describe. It doesn't have green in it like German camo beige has it. It's like a toned-down sandy beige. Basically, it's going to be perfect for webbing because it often got dirty in the Zulu War, especially after hard campaigning. And some of them even stained their webbing with team coffee for, well, I suppose, less availability. Later on in the campaign, you don't want to be picked off because they're so apparent to Zulu snipers. By snipers, I don't mean Zulus with telescopic sights, just marksmen, we should say. Enough of that. Anyway, I was quite chuffed that I picked that bottle up, and I can see that it's going to be really good on webbing. To finish off, guys, I wanted to do a little unboxing of, hold on, a little unboxing of the pack that I just picked up. Improve the lighting here. There we go. Just because they're Empress miniatures, and these are by far my favourite miniatures, I just wanted to do a little unboxing. Would be wonderful now if I had some decent editing skills, but instead you're going to have to watch me excruciatingly struggle with the blister pack. Sharp knife always helps. And I'll just show you these. It was an utter impulse purchase. I was going down and said, don't go to the shop, don't go to the shop. And I grumbled. I did grumble. I just got really motivated after playing the war game, and I was just telling Martin, you know what would be perfect? Would be an artillery piece to represent number 5 battery in Ardennes Offensive. Ooh, that is nice. That's a little I've completely forgotten the word for it. That always happens, doesn't it? It's like there's a specific word, but I can't remember, and it's just embarrassing. We've got sort of magazine, I suppose. What stocks the ammunition? Very nice. Let's show you these miniatures. So he's just loading, well, cleaning out the barrel. And I have painted up the crew before. If you bear with me, I'll show you their colour scheme. There's an awful lot of bits to this, bloody hell. Hopefully I'll have to struggle with gluing those all on. Don't know what on earth they are. Gun barrel, as you would expect. Bits and pieces. I'm sure they're very important, and I hate bits, especially with. I just don't like gluing together bits of. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, what I was gonna show you before finishing the video. He's a very nice one. Is some Warlord Games plastics that I've already painted this uniform on to test. It's the Royal Artillery uniform for the Zulu War. I'll just nab those for you now and show you what the scheme is on them. Bear with me, guys. And by the power of non-existent editing, I have returned. Da, 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 da. This has been meticulously researched. Please forgive them holding Martini Henrys. My excuse is that Luana, after abandoning the guns. There's a lot of Royal Artillery crew at is in one actually, like a lot more than you'd think. If you think there was 2 guns there was well in excess of, I could swear it could have been as high as 70 Royal Artillery men at Isandlwana. But that's the colour scheme I'll be following for painting the crew. I think what I'll do is, yeah, it's three guys I did in that, I was fed up of painting the red coats, so I did the crew. We had a really good game today. We're doing, so in Men Who Would Be Kings rules, we had 3 married regiments, 3 unmarried regiments. We've made the married regiments veteran to reflect that they're disciplined and they've been fighting a long time, but the cream of the crop, the unmarried regiments, are the youth and they are fierce fighters. So the rule that we use to reflect that is just called fierce, and it makes them better in combat. But the married men are less likely to be pinned, and it's easier for them to rally, etc. Just because they've seen a lot of campaigning. But yeah, that's about it, folks. I'm gonna, oh bloody hell, I'm gonna really enjoy putting up the this piece of artillery together, and that's gonna be a welcome addition to the collection. That is called British £7 gun and crew. And again, if you want one yourself, go to the Empress Miniatures website, and that's where they find them. There's a bit of an oddity with these ones. They're not available on the Warlord Games websites anymore. There's one pack, the Carbineers, which I have, which I sneakily managed to pick up from Warlord Games, but I don't think they do any of the other ones. The old boxes you might find for Warlord Games, which their plastic boxes do come with the odd Empress miniatures. It's a very complex situation. I'm finding it quite interesting. The blisters, you can still pick up blisters of Empress miniatures, but they're not sold on the website and stuff. So it's definitely something has gone wrong. But you still find them stocked in different stores. But that's enough of me rambling, folks. I hope you like the Battle of the Bulge Germans. We're going to have a game on Thursday. And as always, the Anglo-Zulu War project is cracking on. And that's it. I've really enjoyed your videos as always, and I'll catch up with you later. Ta-da!